Bonjour Hi my loves, I hope you're doing well, I hope you're doing fine. So because it's the last YouTube video of the month of October, I've decided to sit down and talk about the scary stuff. So for this video, I got some snacks. I have this Kit Kat and these mini eggs, thanks to my friend Salma who gave them to me. In the following clip, you will see me attempting ASMR. Enjoy!
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Can we just also say we don't actually need gravity?
Bitch, I'm fired.
When we think of paranormal, one of the first few things we think about usually is the Ouija board. And I don't know for y'all, but you'll never catch me playing this game. Because why would I? Even if there's chances that it won't work out, like why would I bet on these chances? It's like when you play this game, whether you like it or not, unconsciously you're hoping to get a result. And this result means having like a ghost or something like answering you. Like nah, like why mess up with my peace like that? And why kind of manifesting something to happen to me, even if there could be nice ghosts, I guess, but like there also could be like mean ass ghosts also. And I feel like it's just causing y'all trouble playing this game. Like there's only negatives coming out of it. So you'll never catch me playing this game. And also what I don't understand, it's sometimes when I go to like Winners and Marshalls or TJ Maxx, always during Halloween season, they always have like Ouija board merch, like a mug with the Ouija board on it, or like plates with the design of a Ouija board. Like I don't fuck with that. It's like, again, like manifesting like bad things. Like don't get me wrong, like if I go, for example, to a friend's house and she has a mug with the design of a Ouija board, like I won't think too much of it, like I won't be creeped out from the mug, like don't get me wrong, but I won't drink water from this mug. I don't want to like I don't know, it's kind of bad vibes. Like I don't fuck with that. I don't remember the job title name, but the ones who like look over like people's grave at the cemetery, like I don't know how much you could pay me to do that job, honestly. Now that I'm jobless, I feel like if you pay me like, let's say 30 bucks an hour, I could do it. I become so easy when it comes to money. Never mind what I just said. Guys, I've just looked how much a graveyard caretaker, because apparently that's what their name is, they're making way more than $30 an hour. They're making $60,000 a year? That was way more than what I was making at my full-time big girl corporate girl job. Like what the actual fuck? What the hell? That's way more than $30 an hour. Guys, I think I'm gonna become a graveyard caretaker. I am not even joking, I think. If you have your phone, and if you have like, do you have an office? Like how, do you just stand up and like look at the cemetery? Like I don't know how it works, but I feel like it will be super calm. Imagine like walking down through the graves and like you just see like a hand coming out of like the ground. Oh my fucking god. Or like imagine walking past a grave and you hear like knocking like underground of someone saying like, help, I'm alive. I would kill myself. I would kill myself. Like what am I supposed to do? Like dig it down? Like Recently, I went hanging out with a friend and we like updated each other onto our lives, and then we started talking about conspiracy theories. I don't know why. And I started saying like how I believe in aliens. Hold on, not necessarily like a green creature with big eyes, but I believe that outside the Earth, like in the Milky Way, maybe even outside the Milky Way, there's another species that also have a conscious mind like us. I feel like it's not that bad of saying. Like, I feel like it's almost like logical-ish. And my friend was like, I don't believe in that. I was like, hold on, what? I've never met someone in real life where I felt comfortable enough to tell me that they don't feel the same way. And I was like, oh my god, explain. And she told me because she's super like into like science and like the facts and stuff. And she basically said that she believes that there's a form of life outside the earth, like maybe like in plants or like bacterias and shit, but not necessarily like a creature with like a conscious mind. I was super mind blown. I was like, what? Because I believe so much in quote unquote aliens that for me it's like a fact. Like, come on. I wonder, oh my god, I should definitely ask my friend that. If you're one of my friends, please DM me right after I ask this question and tell me your answer. If I FaceTime you and you answer and I'm telling you, hey, while I was like doing a little late night walk, I just saw a fucking alien. A fucking alien. Like, I saw a UFO and there was a light and one alien came down, and when we got an eye contact, it got scared and went back to his UFO and disappeared. What if I told you that? How would you react? Would you call my parents and be like, hey, maybe you should bring your daughter to therapy because her getting fired from her job, I think it impacted certain parts of her brains negatively, so you need to get her on meds? Or would you actually be like, what the fuck? Like, would you try to understand me? Would you try to feel for me? I need you to answer. Please, be honest. I feel like the older that I get, instead of learning about taxes and shit, the older that I get, the more I believe that there's something going on in the sea. But hey, I'm not saying that I do believe in mermaids at all. Not yet, at least maybe in 5 years. Remember last year, if you're a true follower of mine, of the Big Dwarf Pod, when I did a video titled The Conspiracy Theories That I Believe In, and one of them I explained to y'all how NASA was at first centered around the sea, and one day they came out with a statement saying like, hey, we're just wasting our money to explore the depth of the sea, and there's like nothing, only just like water and darkness, and there's no like living creatures, so let's spend all this time and money and efforts to use it in space. And then there were some conspiracy theories like that came out with that, and people were like, hey, what if they saw something down there in the ocean and they were like, we are not staying here, we need to discover if there's a way to live outside the earth, because we need to get the fuck out of here. As you can tell, I believe more in this option. I don't know what's in the depth of the seas. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that there's a mermaid, but like, it's so weird. Like, why spending so much money, time, and efforts on space? Like, I don't get it. I really don't. Like, why are we always going to Mars? Like, I don't get it. I really don't. I heard from a guy on TikTok, just from this sentence, you know how reliable the fact that I'm going to say is? Just ask ChatGPT and it's true. But this guy said...
In 2016, we discovered 7 different types of whales.
When I first heard that, I was like, okay, we discovered new species of whales, like, what's up with that?
Let me reiterate, 7 different types of whales, dude. 7 different species of whales, okay? The ocean is so vast, we couldn't find whales.
And when he said it like that, I was like, hold on, now I get you. Like, what do you mean? Like, people are doing this as a job, like discovering new species of whales. Like, it's a whole species. It's not like just a whale. Like, what the hell? So, something's going on down the sea. I believe in Atlantis too. It's not really time traveling, it's more of like, example, you're going to a friend's house and they're like, okay, meet me at 8 p.m. at my house, and you're like, perfect. Let's say you live 20 minutes from their house. You leave your house at 7:40 to get at their house at 8 p.m. And you know this place by heart, you've been there a million times before, there's no traffic, perfect, you put on your music, Gracie Abrams, windows down if it's getting hot, and then you arrive at your friend's house, and they're like, hey girl, I've been waiting for you for 2 hours. And you're like, what do you mean 2 hours? It just took me 20 minutes. And they're like, no, it took you 2 hours. And they show you their cell phones. And you see that instead of being 8 p.m., it is 10 p.m. This little idea of like time being different from a person to another and like getting lost in like a quote unquote parallel universe, that fucks me up. I don't know why it fucks me up that much, but like, I feel like it's something that could happen to me. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like I got everything for it to happen to me. Like, this is so AI coded. And like, again, how could you explain that? Like, if you were my friend and like this happened to me, how would you react? How would you explain that? Like, that's so weird. That's so fucking weird. Do we believe in time travelers? Oh my god, have you seen the TikTok? People have found like celebrities looking a lot like old, like not old people, but like people from centuries ago. And it's like, how does this happen? And I feel like there's a rational explanation behind it. Like,
a few moments later.
because we're so many different humans and there's only so much combinations of features that we could get. Yes, these combinations are still really high, but like, because we're so much more humans, the probabilities of having some humans looking like each other's, even if they're not related at all, is still higher. I feel like that's the reason. Call me a person. So on that note, I hope you got a little bit spooked. I hope that I made you think of the world in this episode. I hope that you were entertained. I hope you have a beautiful night of sleep. I love you. Take care. Au revoir.